tell Search and Destroy. So it's gonna be Embassy, Embassy. We're gonna be sticking with this. But one of the keys we kind of talked about with Faze was like, man, Search and Destroy the way it is, like, does it hurt them, right? They're such a complex Search team. It's what
they want to be.
They want to be, right? Yeah. I mean, they've won 5, 6 in a row, so they are dominating in that game mode, led by Abizi. We'll see if they can keep that going. But into our map number 1, Hardpoint, they have Atlanta Faze, Seattle Surge going at it.
And one thing that'll be interesting to watch from Surge, which has kind of been a narrative for them throughout the course of this, and we talked about it a bunch yesterday, they sometimes get in this like loop of they have to break late in a hard point, they can test it big, get the final 20, 25 seconds, they gotta rotate and break again, and rotate and break again, and rotate and break again. And they get enough time that they're able to keep it close, but it's just like this unending cycle, it feels like at times for them.
Yeah, and I think yesterday too, what did we see in map number 1 was sort of Pred having a slow map, and you're going to need Pred and Civ early on, but this is gonna take a team effort. And in the first series, it was really Mac and accuracy that did struggle. But from what we've seen from that moment on, they've been the ones who have been consistent, playing well. They don't have to be superstars, that's not their job. But they have to fight Gunny with Gunny and Sip right now, somehow alive. Will get taken down as both teams fight for P2 control.
I think that's a good point because I think accuracy needs to play with that same swagger and confidence that we saw yesterday. Because when he has been exposed at times and maybe struggled in some maps like last year, it was against the top competition like this, like going against the Optics, going against the Faze, that have that same talent. I want to see what I saw yesterday. He's ego challenged, he's winning fights, he's playing smart, but the confidence was there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think this game kind of plays to his style a little bit more than what we saw last year.
Certainly.
And Sip with the tack, a lot of tacks out right now. Everybody just fighting over control, but Seattle Surge, as Sib locking down, trying to get to the hill. A little bit of a 20-point lead, but on that rotation, you're gonna have accuracy working over towards that tennis court alongside Pred. We'll see if they can get to that, and well, that's gonna be 3 dead. In Atlanta Faze, they kind of go for this one last time. We'll see where the spawns come in, and Sim is able to win another one. He's now on 5 in a row.
I mean, really, it's just not a lot of timer. And you take a look at the play clock, you already got a minute 15 off of it because it's just been fighting around the hard point, no one able to stay alive inside for any amount of time, but the Mac attack we go, and Cell, well, the headshot comes through. Mac probably feels like he got joked a bit, but he gets dropped and then simped. The multi-kills can be so massive, he's able to do it. He's got the cover of the trophy. Cell looking over, staying up at the point.
Yeah, and that's huge for Atlanta Faze. As you said, yeah, I think those first couple of hills can be pretty scrappy. This one, though, a lot of time can be earned. You're going to see accuracy, trying to maybe find an angle with Sib through Office. But nobody really contesting, as Abizi's able to find one, and still accuracy, just trying to find the angle. Here comes Mac from the other side. Maybe that opens things up, but Sip, he's got his trophies down. He's got, just earning all this time.
And with Faze so far, like this weekend, the rotation percentage hasn't been great. Like, they're not first to the point a lot, but once they get in and get set up, they have been locking it down. Their whole percentage has been nuts. I mean, this has always been a break-heavy team. I know you changed like one player, but that's kind of always been their thing.
I mean, yeah, Sim and Abizi, if they can break, that's what they're going to try to do. They just play with such great aggression. Is Atlanta Faze able to find pretty much 50 to 60 points there on that third hill. So we head into Office. Seattle Surge, the first team's there. Cell just controlling this backside. He's going to have Abizi pushing all the way through as well, and now they're going to start their push. Sim just trying to get the info, trying to give his teammates any call-outs that he can. Here comes the trades on the hill.
And those types of one-on-ones are where I get a little bit worried, I guess. Like, when you are accuracy on the heady, on the desk, Selim shouldn't win that. But he does. He just rips his head right off of it, and accuracy is struggling right now. He's 3 and 7. I mean, he's gonna need to step it up.
Yeah, but Mac, though, he is stepping up as he's able to lock that hill down. It comes down to a 1 versus 2. Mac, he was able to win it. That's gonna lead to some time for the Seattle Surge, but you do have Fred already inside a kitchen. He's got Sip and Abizi pushing his way.
Yeah, I guess I'm saying he needs to step it up. It's basically a tie game. Not that much different, but Celium, Pred, they trade a couple of doubles. Who's remaining at the point for the final few seconds? It will be Faze. Then rotation, you really have one player there. It's just going to be Celium all by his lonesome accuracy, able to push that out. Now, what can they do with this? 2 players going to drop in transitions. They got to cut across the map. Slasher, Sip, they find the entries. The Vaz Devs popping off right now for Atlanta Faze. Back into the point they go. There's a break, because it didn't look good early on, but as I say that, the nades come through and surge right back in.
I mean, Sip has been fantastic at breaking kills. I know he's got 10 kills not leading the way, but so many of his kills have felt impactful. And he's gonna fly on through as well. He's got Slasher right next to him to get him on the hill. Cellium pulls out another Faze to try to keep up that pressure, but it's just Slasher, the nade, not gonna connect as Pred able to dodge it now on 5 in a row. Still a back and forth battle.
Yeah, up to 15, leading all players right up there with Mac. See if he can earn the precision. One close, what a snap it is. Abizi gonna get sliced in half as the shots are on point. The streak is earned and Pred continues to be on a tear. Now Daddy up, that was like one of the few gunfights that actually lasted a little while, which isn't very common in this game.
I don't even know how his bullets were connected. It was just so odd as he hit the drop shot, but able to recenter his sip as he finds that one. And again, just a situation where nobody really on the hill right now on this P1, just playing for map control is both teams.
And I mean, the play clock, not really something that's been much of a concern in this game, but we'll keep an eye. Still 3 minutes left, should be.
Yeah, it was like 3:15 or 3:30 after like the first couple hills, and then everyone got all the time. Right?
Yeah,
just kind of stays right around that 3 minutes. As Pred is just finding multi-kill after multi-kill. Him and Sim to open it up.
Pred is so fun to watch. What an absolute monster on the map. Another gunfight though. Speaking of monsters, that's Abizi back in his bag. As he'll win that chow. See the lock on the minimap. We begin to move the hard point. The fights are getting ready to go down. Slasher at one truck, accuracy at the other. Mac inside the point, trophy up.
And I love that little play from Mac. He just knows that there's a big push coming from inside through the bathroom. He gets off the hill, is able to help his teammate with one, but Slasher's gonna get pushed up now. Now you have Abizi, it's his turn, just trying to play his life, trying to buy time, somehow able to find 2. I think it's a little bit of help there, but that's gonna be all 4 dead for Seattle Surge.
Yeah, this should be some healthy and uncontested time, at least for a moment for Faze. And it kind of started with Slasher, I think, picking accuracy off the truck. That's the first domino that Abizi does some Abizi-like things. Yeah, you got a couple more in the magazine, and that one maybe you take, but not going to happen. Speaking of running out of bullets, this time it's going to happen to Abizi. But the most significant lead we've seen thus far. Not massive by any means, but you're getting up to around 50-point advantage.
Yeah, nice break from Atlanta. Faze leads to this, but now you have an opportunity here. Sim and accuracy already at P3. Pred locking down in the middle of the map, just trying to get aggressive, trying to cut off the reinforcements. There's another double for that man.
Accuracy, the woes still continue. He's getting the hardpoint time, but he's on 7 and 15 right now.
We've seen that this weekend. It just feels like this is going to be a game where someone at some point is just going to be having a tough time.
No, 100%, but I'm just curious if he'll be able to start winning more of these AR on AR fights, and as that rotation came in, he was able to take out Slasher as he was coming across out of max POV. Tack out and ready, tack out and waiting, but Cellium there for the fast trade and flying up the steps. Going to be Sim again. The pre-fire continues in another multi. The multis from Sim for Abizi and then Pred on the other side of it, huge.
Too. It's when those are coming in. Yeah, I mean, Pred up to 25. And again, Simp is the one who finds that, allows them to break the hill. Isn't going to earn them a ton of time, but it's going to keep that 40-point lead.
Let's see if Pred can have another moment. Trying to cut them out. It's just the movement there. I thought like a little bait and switch was going to be perfect, but Pred ready for it. Abizi able to get out. Teammate Slasher sacrifice, but Abizi ultimately lives to see another day. He's going to find another kill onto accuracy on the tail end of that, but surging back into it. Now we're Surge at 160, down 20 points, still fighting and battling. Accuracy allows one through on the cross. So a contest inside for a moment to chow out. Accuracy ready and waiting.
Hey, they're doing a really good job just finding that last player, right? Like Abizi was trying to stay alive in the back, wait for reinforcements. But this just staggers the push. This is really the first team push for Atlanta Faze with 20 seconds left.
Really
now,
nice hold.
Just like that,
really
we're gonna
nice
have
hold.
a lead change coming in as we head on over towards Kitchen. You're gonna have Matt try to set up, but Simp, Abizi, they're gonna find a couple of rotation kills. There's Pred, the madman. He's got Deddy if he wants to pop it, just trying to find anything.
But that was the hold. I mean, you allow another break, you might start to see that lead get blown wide open, but suddenly you have a 12-point advantage if you are Surge. Now, what can Pred do? It's 3 in a row. Looking for another angle. Everybody tucked away inside, but Mac's gonna get one on the other end of it. A chance now for Surge to collapse around the point, and here we go. Right in they will go. The Faze members back up, Simp with a chance for another multi-kill, but he's gonna play his life for now, and it's Pred on the hunt. And Sip just all over the map, but Pred, he reads it and gets the second on the tail end of it. 5 in a row, 31 kills. Surge making the run.
I mean, Seattle Surge right now, the way they are playing this map, these last couple of hills, they're winning for one another. They're taking their time on the breaks, and then they're also, again, staggering the pushes of Atlanta Faze, making this messy, but the slaying has just started to lean one way. It's Mac and Pred leading the way. Mac up to 4 in a row. You had a big spree. Oh my, Mac with the turn on to Sip.
What in the world? I didn't even think it was him that got the kill at first. I thought somebody helped him, but just Mac continuing to make the plays. 18 points now needed for Surge. Faze, not that far behind, but you're gonna need some big play moments from one of the more decorated teams in the world. Celium, there's the first. Pred with the drop shot, taking the head clean off of Sip. 235 now and going. Faze have got to make the break. This might be one of their final opportunities to do so. Sib shutting them down. Slasher with the opening. Someone's got to get near the point, but they got them out of it at least for now. But right back in goes Surge. Someone's got to make a play towards the hard point. We got 25 seconds remaining on this. Finally, Faze able to get into it. It looks like they're holding on to the time for now.
And I think if you're Atlanta Faze, you're just trying to get this over to P2. You have Celium top back there trying to lock this down, and he's going to have 4 in a row, keeping them off this hill. A couple of more seconds, but on rotation, it is all Seattle Surge. All the white arrows are alive down there. Now you have to go if you're Atlanta Faze. Celium, he's going to be the first one up to try to make the play, and he does. He's going to be able to find one. That's now 5 in a row. Atlanta Faze in the hill. Here comes the challenge for Pred and accuracy. It's Pred able to take him down.
Easy though, gets him out of the hard point for now, goes to Chow, but deep in the truck, it's accuracy, and he wins a big one. Able to take Sip out of it, 5 points to go. Surge back in, Celium flying forward, stun going to hit, can't get there in time, and Surge.
Get them thinking a little bit differently.
And sometimes a little easier like a roll like that when you're like the AR to kind of see what's going wrong. Like,
no, 100%.
Kind of read the map and watch it. Yeah.
Right, he just wants to get to his spot and then just kind of wait. He likes to play for those picks.
Well, big map too. As we get right into it, we'll stay here on Embassy. At times called the First Blood God. Can he find anything? Sib has been on point with the snipe. Got a chance to make some noise too, but it's Sib just finding too early. A hit marker, I believe, onto Sip, or maybe it's hit the vehicle. But they get chopped down quick, and that is Simp just making plays very quickly. Pred left alone. But I mean, it was Pred and accuracy here on this map yesterday that brought them back so many times. So many clutch moments.
Yeah, it's just gonna be so tough because I think everybody on the side of Faze has attack, right? So they're just gonna take these long sight lines. You're gonna have everyone stacked together, where Cell's just trying to get info. The other two, they're just hanging out. Like, this is my band. It's like a car show for those two.
Yeah. We got bombed down, let's chill.
And again, Abizi has been leading the way back to his SD prowess. He's got like a 1.7 in search and destroy. And when he's doing that, opening up rounds, I mean, this is when
Simp
this
really
stuff...
got the 2 to get it going. But yeah, Simp, either of them, they can do it.
A lot of times for Surge, I mean, it's just been those adjustments, right? Just sort of playing the pace. They try to go pretty quick over towards A that round, but immediately shut down.
Well, Simp with a terrific start in the last round. Gonna play it slow for now. Abizi, gonna move out the window. First gunfight, Simp tagged up, but going to play his life. The nade,
if that goes in, that might be a kill.
Might have been.
But he's gonna turn this right into the plan. I mean, listen, when you're this player, you're probably gonna take it down, just try to buy time. But you're saying, listen, guys, I get the bomb planted. This is on you. But Simpson can actually get aggressive here. Try to help him out. And Abizi's going to find that first blood. They're trying to hunt this duo down. Not easy. Just the bait and the switch from Simp and Abizi. They find all 3 kills. Maybe number 4. I don't know who got it. But that is what Simp and Abizi do. They did it in round 1. They do it here in round 2.
Yeah, they're dancing, man. Just beautiful chemistry.
Oh yeah, they get them all.
Between these two, just ripping everyone from that post plan. You got to think at this point how long they've been playing together like a sub role. They probably have to talk to each other that much in some of these sequences.
Just telepathically. Yeah.
It's like they're twin brothers. Like, I know what you're doing. You hit left, I got right. But Surge on the back foot early in this one, but you have the massive map 1 win, so still feeling all right, but you've got 1 kill to go so far. Pred, that's it. Oh, there we go, around the edge. A BZ ripped out of a nice shot by Sib.
And you saw that trophy go down, so not able to nade this player on the cross. Bomb being planted by Mac, he heard that door open. And Sib, that was a very aggressive position with that snipe, able to connect. But now you're relying on Simp and Slasher. Slasher with Denny pop. Mac goes for the gunfight, he's able to win it. Fred in the corner, gonna shut the round down. But it starts with Sib and Mac just working that objective. And Sib going for that shot.
Yeah, he hits it. I'll tell you one way to not have to worry about dealing with that duo and Sib and BZ is pick one with a snipe early in the round. Just get him out of it.
And it relies on that trophy getting there. A lot of the times you don't have fast hands going down, right? We've seen
just get drilled by nades as you're trying to toss it out.
And even then, I mean, even if you don't find the kill, that weakens those players up. Even for a BZ, that's 1 bullet, right? Then maybe that turns into a first blood for you. But making sure that trophy is in a good spot to deal with those nades.
Speaking of trophies, 1 out for Sib. Takes his time around the edge, and Celium, he rarely hesitates to challenge snipers. He loves to do it. Nearly picks one there, but not gonna happen.
BZ
1 down.
Yeah, BZ able to find that first blood, but quickly traded by accuracy. Cell, yeah, he's gonna try to take these fights. Try to give you a little bit of flinch on that first bullet. But BZ finds one, and then right behind him is Simp to give them that man advantage, but Pred just hanging out. He's able to spot that. He gets the info.
Love it. 2 versus 2 now. 40 seconds to go. Slasher takes the fight. Now on to Simp. Getting tagged up, gets dropped. Faze. They will take the round. What happened to the 2v2?
I mean, Slasher just gets behind them, right? He works right up through P1. They don't see him. It's like Pred was able to sneak on through, but they had no info on Slasher. As Slasher wins that first gunfight, I think Cell had the crossfire come in. He weakens up Sib. Sib was going for that chow. But they take him down. Just nice teamwork from this team in Atlanta Faze right now. I mean, Cell's hanging out. He's 0-1, just having a great time.
He's just pulling attention to the
Yeah, he's just making sure Sib's looking at him.
Yeah. Early nades out, and that's kind of an example of what we were just talking about. Like, the trophy timing can be awkward for when the nades come in, and that's them hitting right as it's getting tossed.
But they turned this around. They've turned this around. At least now a 2 versus 2. But Cell, he pulls out the snipe. Now the info over to him. His Mac is all by his lonesome. A BZ hits the stun. A BZ trying to find the shots, and Cell is there with the pistol.
You think Cell up that last round was just like, I'm annoyed dealing with this. I'm just gonna pull it out.
I'm a plus that myself.
But yeah, a lot of times we'll see that from kind of the offensive push building, and it's just, yeah, I mean, it's funny you said that, and then like the next round it basically happens. Just this awkward timing with the trophy toss.
And trophies, I mean, listen, we've all played it where you feel like you have a trophy close, the range isn't quite there. It's not the best trophy in COD history, let's just put it that way. It's also very heavy.
Yeah, very, very heavy. Charge on through the door, at least able to get one before he's traded out. Getting aggressive on the other side to BZ. Inching his way forward. Holding in his accuracy, but he is gone. He tries to get the tack out, but BZ holds forward and drops him another round. That one done quickly. 5-1 advantage. They are cruising, and Faze looking deadly in Search and Destroy.
That's what we talked about. They haven't lost a Surge for a reason. Right before this game started, they just look so comfortable. They know what they want to do on the map. And yeah, I mean, I think if actually probably keeps pre-firing there, he might find the kill. Obviously, you have a bit of a slower rate of fire gun in that tack, but he goes for the stun instead. And Abizi's like, all right, well, I'm just going to chow.
Yeah.
That's what Abizi does.
Yes. One more round needed. We're tied up 1-1. 6 up for Simp, 7 for Abizi. Tiny Tears leading the way here. Cell still chilling at 2-1. One right over the top, tries to recenter and snap, but not quite able to do it. So BZ gone, bomb getting planted quickly. 4-on-3 advantage for Surge. You got two Faze players starting to work the wide play.
That was an interesting round. Obviously, BZ's hitting that with attack. He's hoping stuns or nades go through so that he just has easy kills with the AR. That's not what happened. Slasher, though, trying to find a kill. Oh, that is accuracy! Just laying by the door sometimes. Just laying down, as we have seen all weekend, is your best friend. And Seattle Surge going to win that round.
Yeah, I was like on the POV, I was like, did he see him? No. Accuracy, sneaky like a snake, and able to get the kill. You get the second round now up for Surge. A lot of work to do still. Anything you've seen like that Surge really has seen to work on, some of these early parts of the rounds give themselves a better chance on them.
I mean, even last defense, right? They had the quick trade onto Simp. It just feels like when the rounds are slowing down, Faze is finding where they need to go. They're finding like the openings in that defense. So maybe just group it up a little bit more on the defensive side.
It seems really one-dimensional at the break. But once you get these little 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 skirmishes, there is a little more room for playmaking ability. Yeah, you've seen some of that out of Faze.
That just maybe giving them less space or giving them more space but being together on the side of Surge. And I know it's tough on a map like this where you're just trying to watch crosses. Mac trying to find a BZ. A BZ's going to win that first blood. Now things are going to slow down. Here comes the push. Accuracy and Fred trying to work together. A little bait and switch. Slasher, though, smartly just backs down.
Well, backs down and rotates and gets a freebie. They're getting chopped to pieces. Accuracy, last guy up. Faze completely in control of this search and destroy.
See, it's just one by one. There's no trades. There's no scenarios where they can help each other out. Faze picking them apart. Accuracy, 35 seconds to work with. If he has bullets, that's another kill. Slasher a little lucky there.
Yeah, I mean, still a lot to do if he gets that kill, but nice centering, nice step from Accuracy, but not enough. Faze, their dominance in Search continues. They make it look easy. Not a lot of like crazy rounds to even get excited about it. It was just clean and clinical.
Just finding the openings. Obviously, Simp and BZ early on, just right from the get-go, just working some ridiculous rounds. It's like, can these guys just like lose every now and then?
Yeah, no, yeah.
It happened last year, though. It did happen last year.
Just second after second. That's probably the big story here for me. Is just you're trying so hard to get a win. I mean, I'm sure it'd be amazing for Slashers coming into this field to do it at the first event with this unit. Map 3 now, underway. He just tried to stab someone from about 100 miles away.
Yeah, that'd be the old Commando Pro.
Yeah.
That would be something.
Imagine someone just dropped it. Like, okay, that
wouldn't surprise me.
Bug or a feature, huh?
Maybe it'll be in the next one, who knows?
Easy wrapping back. Seth that's able to get the kill, though. The build-up, though, has gone towards A for now, at least for the side of Surge. They work forward towards this first bit of progress. Slasher was kind of a low man in that vicinity. And it looks like, for now, at least just setting up if you are Faze.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta Faze do a good job. Surge, they go for that B hit, which we see at the beginning every now and then. But hey, this has sort of been the meta, if you want to call it, of this control map where you have one player on it and both teams just trying to find map control. Where the defensive team, they're just gonna send 1 to 2 players through these archways into restaurant and just sort of pick you apart, or at least try to make the game messy, but that will not happen. And it's gonna come down to a B hold. And I feel like we really haven't seen too many crazy B holds, like one every now and then. It's really been the A holds on defense.
Yeah, well, they're very different. It's like, A might be easier to kind of break, but you have to, it's harder to hold, right? You might have to deal with a couple of waves. Whereas B, it feels like you get 3-4 down, it's over. Like you just get set up and it's done. But while you have Simp in this top bedroom position, it is going to be real hard to make any progress onto B. So he's going to be a guy they're going to have to deal with first and foremost. You saw him pop down and get a second as well. Slasher playing for information, gets some info, gets a gunfight win to continue to stagger the buildup. But BZ does the same thing in mid-map. And this is usually where the good B holds have come from. These type of kills, far from the point, setting them back and resetting them over and over and over again. So it feels like, oh my God, Joe, a minute's gone by, you haven't even got to push at the point. This has been terrific. Slasher has been clinical here.
Yeah, him and a BZ, I mean, they're just locking down in the middle of the map. The one thing they just have to look out for is while this is going on, right, you see where they're spawning, you have to keep Simp alive in this area. As soon as bedroom control gets changed over towards the offensive team, that's when things get scary, because then you're caught out in the middle of the map. You don't have a lot of map control. You can see it already. 1 kill on his cell. You have 2 players near that B point. So Simp taking his time, waiting for his teammates to rotate on over and pick them apart.
Well, I like that because obviously he could peek it, but he knows there's somebody looming. Like, don't throw your life away. He knows what an important position it is, relies on a teammate to get the kill, and that's exactly what will happen. And now you've got an 8 life advantage to go with the fact there's only 40 seconds left. So far, so good. A wild gunfight, but that'll get Simp up to 4 in a row. Yeah, BZ to 5 in a row. Slasher to 3 in a row. They've been locking this down.
Yeah, just with this map control, you spawn them in kitchen. I mean, it just takes so long to get across the map, and you have to deal with players like a BZ trying to find the picks, trying to just stagger these pushes. Don't give you a 4-man push onto B. You do have Pred, who's gotten into a pretty solid position all the way towards bottom spot.
Nice win.
Able to win a gunfight. It's not over yet. Okay, Max able to fight Slasher. They're going to be on it. So you have bedroom control, and just like that, maybe an opportunity. Here comes a crossfire, though. A BZ double headshot in. Only 3 lives remaining as Atlanta Faze, they lock down B.
And for the most part, I mean, I guess I chalk it kind of up to those 2 one-on-one when Slasher got A side. Like at the beginning of that, like when you had what, minute 45, whatever it was on the clock to start to work towards B. Their gunfight's about 20 seconds apart or so, but like that just delayed the push so much, and then also Simp just lingering, right? You gotta worry about
Simp
him.
had like a double to really give him bedroom control, and after that, he just stayed there, jumping on the bed, hanging around.
Got them all in their spots they want to be. All the places they can get information, take their fights.
And well, Abizi, he was just a demon. I mean, towards the middle of the map, we talked about some Slasher Simp plays, but it's Abizi with 13 in the round to lead the way.
You might have hit 2 bullets in the double headshots. We saw like Simp's POV as he was peppering them too, but the crossfire of the tiny tears, not something to be messed with. The 5 in a row now. We'll see if this can continue for Abizi. What a start it has been.
He's doing it a different way, right? Like with this tack, he's running that 3rd AR. Keeping Simp on that Vazev. They're just gonna work into A. Matt just roaming around the middle of the map. And here comes the retake opportunity for Seattle Surge. They're gonna find it.
Yeah.
Celium just trying to find a kill or 2. He does spawn his teammates very close, so they can just go if they want to. But it looks like they're gonna readjust Simp. He's just trying to work over towards B.
Well, you were talking about DJ. I think it's like I think he knows in this title he's got to play a little sneakier. He has to be more change of pace. Whereas I think when the confidence, when they were on top all the time, he is held forward. Like his left stick's just breaking.
Yeah,
that's just all he
play style wise, that fits a lot more of Simp, right? And just sort of being that lurker role, lurking slayer. That's what you want your sub player to do.
Yeah.
As well, he's going to flank all the way through on a long route to help his teammate get on A.
Daddy up for Simp. Trying to get these sound cues on the push.
Red's worked in.
He's worked right out of it too. His Slasher puts him to sleep. Oh my God, they come through though. Headshot for Simp. Mac with a double. Maybe a triple if he got the first one. Yeah, he gets on a 3 streak. Does this give them a chance? 20 seconds to go. Can they hold it here with that break? Right now, second's not gonna drop.
But already, I mean, you only have 10 lives left. If you are Atlanta Faze, you're going to try to get A. But I think this is the difference of, like, high level of control right now. When we were casting earlier in the weekend, it was just all offense. It felt like no one could get a defensive stop.
It just felt sloppier at times, like just kind of, it would get messy because it gets so chaotic. Yeah, it's been a lot more control. Teams playing together well.
Still a minute to work with, but only going to come down to a couple of pushes for Atlanta Faze.
Yeah, the lives, like the time, the lives, like you're not in a good spot. This has been terrific defense from Surge.
Yeah, while this push is going on, pay attention to the minimap. Watch number 3. If BZ can find a kill or 2, he will not. Then maybe that round really opens up, but they're relying on him because to get out onto the point. Now, they need to win that gunfight.
With that gunfight win, does that start to shift some heads? If Easy starting to work back to the position, he just drops. Looks like he's going to cut it more towards mid-map. As Simp soars out, he drops. The BC does get 1. Starts to work into bedroom. 17 and 9 on the map. 20 seconds to go. 7 lives remaining for Faze. It just takes a moment. It just takes a break. But you're running out of those moments as 2 got sent back to spawn. But the 2 left up the tiny pairs. They get a kill in each. Mac able to rack back and get the kill. Now to Sim's POV. You got 3-4 people looking at you. No opening gonna be there. 3 seconds to go. Nobody to the point. Fantastic defense there from Surge. And I mean, it starts from the opening of the round.
Yeah, they just never really give up A. And I mean, they retake it very cleanly. Just 3 dead, 3-4 dead for Atlanta Faze, and they're off spawn. Surge right in their face. Just staying alive when they need to, readjusting, repositioning. Pretty much what we saw from Faze. Just getting to their spots, making those plays happen. I think you have a 1-tick advantage for Surge. I think they got 1 onto B in the last round. We'll see if Faze can
I'm glad you remember, because I couldn't.
Can hold on it yet. That sounds about right.
Yeah. The one guy over here leads Slasher. This is a spot he was winning all those 1v1s defensively last time, and he continues to do it. 2 now for Slasher. Mac pushing up. Surely he's finally going to drop back, able to get the kill, but now an opening for a BC to surge on through. A fight going to go down in bedroom on the other side of it. I believe that was Celium tracking down accuracy, maybe looking for an opening on the B side. That won't happen, and now it opens up a pinch opportunity for Faze as they're starting to swarm around these white arrows.
And that's actually a huge win from Sim on to Sim, because I mean, Sim's basically locking them in, lurking inside of kitchen. But Sim, he's gonna find that kill that gives them the close spawn so they can get onto the point. Both teams just fighting for control. You do have one player working over towards B. There's gonna be another inaccuracy. But it's kind of just a fight on 2 sides of the map right now, and Atlanta Faze are winning them all.
Yeah, it's a bit of a split spawn. Yeah, like the 2 players still towards A. I think the other 2 for Surge spawned up bottom towards B. And yeah, you win both fronts if you are Atlanta Faze. And this is probably the most consistently we've seen such a life differential, like just in the battle for the first point for both teams when they've been set up defensively. This has been terrific.
No, it's great defense. I honestly, again, just
defense wins championships, yo.
With the trend that we've seen, at least that you and I have casted.
Yeah. It's just been like a wild offensive wins for a lot of it. The comms are there, he's prum. Slasher hits it. 5 in a row for him. 6, nearly 7 if he gets another bullet off. Not a lot of time to go now. 25 seconds on the clock, and Surge have got to get the point. They still need another bit of progress. With that gunfight win, that might be able to do it, because the only one close will be Slasher. Now, can Faze lock them in again like they did successfully last time? Or do you stop them from getting to those positions? Slasher, I thought, got away from that for a second, but they'll track him down. A done, minute added on, but just a minute 15 to work with, and the live's a big deal. You only got 9.
Yeah, similar to what we saw last round. Surge is going to have 1, maybe 2 goes at this.
It's like identical, it feels like.
No, yeah, it sure is. You still have Cell bedroom side, but the rest of the team of Seattle Surge, they're able to get pushed on up. You have 3 players off the spawn. Maybe a chance here. Accuracy. The bastard! Accuracy doesn't need the AR. That's going to be 3 dead. They can stack the point. Cell, he's going to have to make a play. Can he find anything? All of Atlanta Faze is going to try to retake through middle of the map. It's going to be a precision from Abizi onto the point. What does that do? It's going to at least stall it for now. And well, the streak's going to come in, and it might be the hope that saves this round for Faze.
I'll tell you what, that's why B can be tough to hold. Moments like that, one individual moment, your team gets peace. And that was only like accuracy's 7th or 8th kill. I mean, he just
not over yet.
Turned up in that moment.
He's doing it again.
Accuracy going nuts in this round. 5 in a row. Still tucked away in a pocket. Slasher trying to dip, dive, dance. Not able to do it. Surge are in, and that's the offensive round win. Woo, all that defense, but it's just a moment, and it's Lamar. Accuracy, the hero of the team. I think he just said,
I don't know, dude.
I don't know, bro.
I have no idea. He finds it fast. He's like, oh, this is what some players are playing with, bro. This is nuts. Add it to the list, you know what I mean? All right, but accuracy. And he stayed alive that entire time.
Yeah.
Right, he held that bar position, waited for the streak, and then gets right back onto the point, finds another double.
Joe, Abizi's on 25. That triple got, I think, Lamar to 7. But he wasn't super involved until that point. But it just takes a moment in control. And what a special one it was. You're now up 2-1 if you are Surge.
Not the guy we expect to do that, right?
No. I was like, who's this with the sub? All right. Mac, not an easy fight as Celium holds the heavy. Now it's Pred's turn. Find the cover to try and get damage in. Sim hit down to 5 HP. Is the nade true? He's able to finesse away from that and get back behind the cover of the desk. Teammates there for help. Hey, slowly working forward. Faze, you got to take this round. You're going to get to round 5, and then I imagine defense for Surge, right? With that advantage early on.
I mean, finally, you have like an offensive break that kind of goes the way of the attacking team, where you have some map control. You can already see Slasher in the defensive spawn.
Lamar's still vibing on that 5 streak.
Sib, though, he was able to find that. Pred with another one, but A will be done. So 2 minutes, 12 seconds to work with. Lives in favor of the attacking team.
That's a big fight because the precision you saw it had.
Here we go, too.
Oh, they lost it, but it had an impact. Close to getting it if you are accuracy. But yeah, with the 2 dead, I think not going to be a big deal because Pred answers with 2 almost instantly. So it kind of slows it down. Celium can't get down in time, so the trade is there, and it is efficient. Accuracy, peekaboo, here I am, hitting shots.
And I think Sib just hit some horrible timing middle of the map. He's watching that middle. And well, as soon as he gives it up to go to bar to help his teammate out, I think Pred just runs right through that door, finds that kill, so that slows everything down. You can already see Pred's position.
So Sib was like in that spot that we saw Slasher win all those key one-on-ones. Slasher spawning up for the other side, able to win that fight, at least get the opening to the top side of the map, but then you lose 2 teammates, 3 teammates. Slasher falls in the mix of that, so I thought maybe an opening. Slasher's been winning a lot of one-on-ones, but not gonna be enough there.
Then again, Pred just off spawn, finding those two kills. Now all the map control over to Seattle Surge. Nice little bait and switch though. And now he's got attacked. Are we gonna see the opposite from Sib?
Saying Pred gets a second. How massive will that be? But as Pred drops the point, now you get in. You stop the clock with just over a minute to go. 13 to 12. And the lives advantage to Surge. Simp just tucked behind the block. Now who's going to come up with the big kills? It's Accuracy and Mac that are able to locate him outside of the point. Lone point man right now is going to be Slasher for Faze, waiting for the troops to rally in and fanning out across the map. It's going to be Surge. Pred leading the way. Keep an eye on that number 8.
That you had bedroom control, but you didn't know where Accuracy was. And while he was towards this lower tunnel side, and he was able to find that 1 kill onto the point, slowed everything down. And while Abizi's like, hello, peekaboo, that was like a horror film.
Scared the hell out of me. What was that?
Sip and Abizi, they both get across. A chance here. 8 versus 7 in lives for both teams.
Cruise missile gets 1.
Trying to rotate it, but there's nobody on the point right now, so everything's gonna slow down. This is almost like a search round.
Oh my
both
God.
teams just wall-banging each other right now. The nades in, Pred somehow staying up.
20 seconds to go.
5v5.
Pred do what he can. Mac through with the big play at the end. That'll be 3 in a row. No respawns for either side. Accuracy with a big win. Under 10 to go. Off to the races of the 2 remaining players. Good luck. Not sure you got the time to do it. Gonna get caught. Gonna get dropped. Surge with the control win. It looks so good that Mac's just like, hey.
Just that timing, middle of the map. We saw it a couple of times throughout that round where they pop out towards couches. Get that flank.
Abizi actually made me skip like a heartbeat when he came around mid-quarter.
But obviously, it all comes down to that round number 3. It felt like Surge were out of it. The defense was so strong, but it's accuracy. The Iceman with a 5-kill spree that really opened up the B point.
I mean, he has 14 total. Yeah, the 5 in that
He's got
round.
30 engagements. On the other side, yeah. I guess a good thing is like you had Abizi really pop off in that game. You had simp moments. Just those critical, crucial moments can you not allow Surge to win them.
It's a wild game, man. Variety of game modes. Some longer than others, but it usually just comes down to those few moments in the beautiful game. It's all kills for Surge, at least early on. With Fortress, it could be something. It can be a very frustrating map, very rewarding map, depending on what side of it you are.
But already a great start from Surge. I mean, they get out. I mean, Pred, he's able to win a couple of gunfights, but he takes that long route. Takes that long route. That gives them spawns. 4 P2, and now you are trapped.
Dude. It's not moving, just headshots.
You are trapped now. As you can see, Atlanta Faze has to deal with this, but they are in the blender right now as Pred and Mac, the 2-man game.
All right, it's like a Faze smoothie. Yeah, they are getting mixed up right. Just tried everywhere, cannot find any opening whatsoever. And Sib, just a triple on the kill feed, 4 in a row for Pred, the other young superstar. Finally, you get
Finally,
a
a
kill.
gunfight win.
Yeah,
But that's all you get, just one.
I mean, you got 3 kills in your face. I have no idea. It's not many.
It's
This
not
is
a
just
lot.
continuing to put them in the dirt. Surge, come out swinging. You have 4. You have 4 now, 5 kills. I was like waiting to see the stats because it seemed horrific.
And I think they just kind of have to give up the rest of this time. Maybe you send a couple through the doors, but you kind of know it's rotating to P3. You see Cell's just stopping. They need to respond at P3. This has to be a full 60.
Dude.
Or this game's already getting a little bit crazy. You have this streak now on the map. Maybe you can use that precision to open this up.
Cell, Sip, and Abizi are 2 and 16. What in the world is this opening?
They're going to call it.
7 in a row. Does he find any more? Trophy ripped out of the point. Could be crucial and gets a kill. That'll be 8 in a row. Finally, he's going to drop. As Abizi chains together some kills, that's the most red I've seen in the kill feed since the start of this map. Finally, some points for him. And that's what I was talking about. The trophy got ripped by the precision. You saw like Abizi couldn't do anything deep, even though he had attack. He was just stunned, naded, nothing he could do.
And this is already just such a good job, just keeping them off of it through the front door. You were hoping for 50 to 60 points, but the first 10, I mean, just because of the streak, you had to deal with that, and then you have to cross on back. They're ready for you to cross.
I think just the no trophy, like you just get hit by everything, whether you're trying to get back or holding in the point.
And just like that, guess what? We are stuck on this side of the map again, as you're gonna have Sim inside of the hill. Fred, he's inside of top maps. Does he take it down? But now, the next wave of Surge players is gonna be Accuracy and Mac trying to lock him in.
They're locked in the middle right now. That is just delicious. Drop shot from Mac. Just erases Slasher from the map. Lead 60 and growing. Sep 5-2. Done growing. But back to Abizi we go. Again, you get a little bit of red tag kill feed, but you just need some work around the objective. Just outclassed and outgunned from the onset of this game. Abizi trying to be tucked in a corner. Not going to work out. Is it Surge just seem a little more comfortable in this particular map and mode for you?
I mean, so far, I mean, you would think this would be a great pace map, I'm sure, but obviously when you put in a trap like that, it's just how can you bounce back from it? Mac has not slowed down.
He hasn't missed a bullet.
He is 16 and 6. It just feels like this guy, I don't know what it is, gets into these forms.
I don't think he's missed.
Destroys everybody.
What is he doing? He's just not missing. I mean, from the opening gunfights you saw were just straight headshots. The centering was perfect. You could tell my man was dialed in. 18 and 6, 4 in a row for Mac. Atlanta Faze are getting choke slammed. Thus far, lead approaching 100 right now. Unbelievable stuff. You got to be fired up right now if you're Surge. If you're a Surge fan, to a listen in. We go with Seattle Surge.
Bottom map, easy. He's playing his life on the stairs. He's playing his life on the stairs, okay?
I'll do that. There's nothing P1.
Nice.
He's using maps. I still want using maps. Bench dead. That was one shot. I naded him. He's dead.
I have your big arch.
Dead. Bottom maps.
I have big arch.
Get the right. Get the right. We're missing one. Bottom maps.
Big arch, one shot. Okay. Big arch, one bullet. You have left or what?
I don't see a big arch. Get Tom on spawn back. I heard you.
Bottom maps, dead. I have your big arch.
Bottom maps. Bottom maps. Gate. Fuck. Two maps. Two maps. He's already out. He's already out.
One shot on you. On the truck. Two on the truck. One more on the truck. Weak. Nice. One more gate. Nice. Last man, something. I'm going top.
I'm holding 4 maps. Get the left.
Yeah, those comps were absolutely terrific, and you see the gunny talent comps on full display from Surge. But how did Faze sound? They've been getting bodied. They gotta try to bring it back. So listen as we go with Atlanta Faze.
He went high. I'm dead. Nice. One more in the truck. He's in the truck. Nice. One more hitting bottom mark to mid now. He's in top room. And top up. Push down. I'm helping here. I'm trying to get out bottom maps. Alright, right. I don't think he'll wing. Where do you go? And top maps. and top bar on me. Jumping out of the window. On team art.
Window.
Lamar's top window. Yeah, Lamar's top.
Open corner.
Nice, good shit, Chris. I'm name top boat. I'm name top boat. I bottom art, I guess. Nice shit. I bottom art right now. They give me top boat again.
We can turn the fuck up right now. No bullshit.
One top, dead. Let's go.
Nothing check the back. I'm in the back right now. Nothing deep back. Nothing close right.
Yeah, they're gonna be front time. I'm trying to stun it.
Close to me, dead.
Nice.
I was top one shot.
Hey, someone top boat back. Good job. Hold
All right, the one thing I took away, maybe a little panicked at the beginning of it, but once they got 4 down, it was Sim's line. We can turn right now, let's do it. Can they though? This is a tough lead to get back from.
I mean, yeah, it would be something sensational to see. I mean, they're going to get 30 seconds here, but you're going to need a break at this P3. You obviously don't have a streak. There's just no way in hell you have one. Fred is still finding multiple kills, and I think that's what they have to just try to slow down. But I don't know if you're going to be able to. It just feels like everyone on Surge is on point right now, play at such a high level. But here we go. Maybe a chance, maybe an opportunity. As Surge going to try to hold that line.
This is the moment. If you're gonna do this, if you're Faze, you have to pull off something absurd to get through it. They're just getting tagged up through the walls, not finding openings. The chow's gonna go out. BZ's gonna be the first. Salem Slasher able to win 2. Sim's gotta get that kill. And he's gotta get it. He gets both. Sim able to take out 2. Sim able to 1-1 on the other side of it. Now you've got in. You've gotten spawns. BZ pops up and goes nuts. And all right, you needed a break in. You got it.
No, right here. That's this is that play. Okay, Sim though. His Sim is starting to go off. He wins that one-on-one, as you said. Lurks through stable sides when all the pressure was on him. But he's got to deal with the final boss, Mac. Trying to win that gunfight so you're still alive. The problem is you're down, what 130, 140
that
points?
Was step 1. We're doing baby steps here, Joe.
Yeah, baby steps.
And that wasn't a tiny joke for Faze. That just baby steps, Joe.
I feel that, yeah.
Right
yeah,
now.
A huge break there. Now it's just, can they keep this messy? Can they keep it going now? Maybe some momentum on the Faze side.
Will it be too little too late? Look, one of the greatest teams of all time do something spectacular, but there's the 200-point mark hit now for Surge. They've been so good with these leads, just getting a little bit of time here, a little bit of time, and putting people away. Contested inside for a moment. Dipping out is Mac, who's down to 27 HP, just trying to get back to full. Salad Slasher through on the feed, into the point, the trophy down, go Atlanta Faze. 30 seconds to go, and you're finding time, you're bringing it back, but still it just seems so much work to do. But if Easy and Sim, they line them all up. Pred the next one, but the snap is there from Slasher. And you have done a great job over the last 3 minutes. These last 3 hard points, you've done enough. It's now a 50-point game. You were down, what, 130?
Yeah, 130 points. Fred trying to make the play to find that scrap time. And even early on in that hill, when you had the rotation, it's not like, they broke and instantly got on it. They were just making sure Surge wasn't on the hill. They were finding that player on the objective. Maybe a chance here, though. Accuracy starting to get it going, but it's Celium who's able to find the double through that closed door.
Oh, my God.
Faze now within 50, now within striking distance.
God.
These two teams have had such epic battles in Hardpoint. The last couple of years, we might be seeing another one.
Now you're wondering where is the pressure shifted. You're still feeling it if you're Faze, if you lose this map. But when you're up that big, you think maybe you're starting to feel it if you're Surge or not. They push on through. Mac wins another. Gunny's still hot. Sim, other side of it, will drop. Surge, though, still in the point. 30 points now for the win. Every one of these seconds so big. That little break there could end up being the difference.
And I think you gotta try to put some pressure on this, but you see what Faze is trying to do. They're basically giving this up, trying to get them out. They do not want to be trapped. That's what Slasher is able to do. He's up to 28.
I think you have to.
And you're just fighting for middle of the map. 16 more seconds, and Surge is into our final.
They get a full hold here, and you're good. Now watch the flank. It's Slasher that's looking for the opening. That's gonna be number 5, a chance to work towards streaks.
Can Sim make the play? Can Sim make the play? He's trying to get behind enemy lines. He's able to find one. Sim now trying to stay alive, trying to do what he can. He knows the pressure is on Faze to hunt him down. He's trying to get angles on the hill, and he does. Sim, maybe with some late game heroes. There's the spawns. Everyone fighting for map control. Sim again.
That's a win.
Almost able to win it, but the MVP.
That is a massive win from Cell. Knocked down to 9 HP, but able to take it into the point. The battle BZ gets the help, trying to back up to the truck. I don't know if the hipfire bullet hit or what sort of witchcraft that was, but they're still bringing it back. Down 130 and still alive.
Rotation!
Faze, a chance to win this one as well. It's madness here though.
All dead! All dead!
Into the point go Faze. The trophy's gonna fall, but they'll clear the trophy of their own. 220, 234. They're getting to fight the
Accuracy got a spawn. Accuracy got a good spawn. Slasher read it. Slasher read the good spawn. Celia locking them in. 20 more seconds.
You gotta be kidding me! From the depths, go Atlanta Faze now in the lead. Slasher still cruising, still in the point, chopping them down. But is it going to be enough?
Last player.
Contest is still here. There's the kill.
Accuracy's the last one. He's got to go. Easy.
Faze, get it
Oh
done.
my God! Atlanta Faze with an unbelievable comeback.
I think I lost my voice just during that one. Oh. Wow.
Now you got to rebound back from that if you are Surge.
We aren't going to see many comebacks like that the entire year, and what it comes down to a lot of plays, but it's what Simp said in that listen-in. We got to turn the fuck up right now. We can do it, and they do in unbelievable fashion. He date in the grand final. Loser, more work to do.
This is that adjustment, right, with the vetoes that comes in. So you're going to see Elasilo for this match instead of Hotel. Now, we've seen Surge on this. I think it was versus Thieves, and they just let so many openings through the middle of the map happen. And Abizi, you think he's feeling good after that? He's like, just get me into the game. He runs right down the right side of the map, finds the first blood. It's Simp and Abizi. We saw it in map 2. We're starting it off here in map 5 with those tiny terrors taking over.
You see how deep Abizi's gotten so far. The other side of the map, you get the information there if you're going to drop if you're Abizi, but that's fine. You got comms on 1. Still just wondering where Mac is lurking. It's able to hit. It's so awkward, but the stun hits. So Slasher looks like a snail. Now, but she can do. Mac gets another one. Coming off an incredible comeback at the hard point. Maybe one here in the round 1. Simp peeks the edge. There's the headshot.
Eddie, I think he popped it. I think he popped Eddie as well.
Simp has it too. Simp has it too.
He's not going to use it, though. He doesn't want to get caught with it in his hands. He's just going to play this. I love this play from Simp. This is what he does. A close round, and Simp shuts it down.
And I think it's a great play because, like, especially coming off that hard point, and you feel like you're throwing the first round, I think it's easy to get antsy in that position.
Well, that momentum was shift, right? Like, it's just sort of the conversation for Surge is like, we got this. Like, we're coming back.
Loading into our round 2. Faze up 1-0. Simp, 3 kills to start us off. We'll see what he can add on to this. The guy's doing 360s.
He's closing doors, man. Gotta make sure those are taken care of.
Important, Joe. Don't want to waste money on the AC bill. But Simp puts him to bed.
Maybe a bit of a heat check there for Simp, right? I mean, that stun comes in, and they're just waiting for him, but a nice aggressive round from Seattle Surge. They find Simp, they find Abizi. With those nades, just giving them the advantage. You had Simp, who was stunned. Abizi, he was naded. We almost saw a 2 versus 4 in round number 1. Are we gonna see something similar again? Is Surge just kind of stop, slow down, just trying to play around this info?
Just try not to give up anything for free. Mac should hear him stomping around. Sib, maybe true on the other side. Mac did hear it. There you go. Great round from Surge. They don't lose anybody. Come out of the break firing. And yeah, maybe some over-aggression or some heat checks like you said on the Faze side.
Yeah, I didn't think Simp was gonna jump. After getting stunned, I thought maybe just try to get away with his life, but he was trying to get inside that office, maybe hoping that door's not open, but.
Well, I mean, there's some players that he can probably just pounce out and win that fight, but Sib not missing too often. Someone said when I'm saying Sib and Simp and Sib. The creak of the door to the crunch of the grass. His accuracy, just playing deep.
saw very early B aggression this time. One of the more standard rounds, Celium with that first blood, bomb being planted at A. So we normally see no defensive players inside.
And this is where Faze have been so good in Surge, post-plant. They've been unbelievable. They get the bomb down, they're not losing rounds.
They almost did round 1, but so far another 2 versus 4. Celium and Slasher are gonna shut it down with those tacks. Cell, I think, finds that first blood on accuracy near that tower.
So if you're on the Surge side, like, you know you've been very poor in retake situations. Faze have been so good in post-plant. What can you do on a map like this, maybe to I don't know, just try to not let them get bombed down?
Yeah, and it's tough, right? Because obviously based off, you know, sort of the adjustments off of round 1, it was early B aggression. Maybe they try to move someone who's inside of A to watch the cross to B so that doesn't happen again. But normally we see maybe a player inside of A. You know, you're probably relying on someone like Pred to just kind of make an individual play inside of that bomb site.
I mean, the fact is you're probably going to have to win some retakes if you're going to win a map. Like, not always, but you're probably going to have to win one.
Now this is what we saw hurt them the other day. It was a BZ just right on the outside alley. This is what LA Thieves was able to find. They found so many openings against this Surge team on this map, and that same problem comes in. Obviously, there's just so many different lanes to watch on this map, but bomb is planted, so you have a 3 versus 4. Mac, he's gonna be the guy inside the site. Hoping to at least find one. Maybe he can make some more magic happen. And well, there's the first. Sib trying to get there for the trade, but Sib is looking over him. This is exactly what you needed. You have Slasher with Denny Pop trying to maybe work the flank. But Pred was able to spot him, and there we go. They don't have the first blood. It doesn't matter, Surge. Tie things up.
The offenses have been good. These last 2, you're not losing anybody. Just so clean. Right now, it feels like a question of who can get a defensive stop, whether it's through kills before the plant, who can get a retake, because we're just going back and forth. And granted, the Faze post plant's been a little sketchier. I thought Sip was going to have a trade there, like instantly. It looked like on the mini map.
Sip was looking over him. Yeah, that's just nice, nice little crossfire set up by Surge.
I'm so focused on like just the trade. I'm like, where is he? Oh, he's dead.
And just for Mac to find that first blood, I mean, the timing opening that door. But yeah, Mac's going to be that guy inside of A once again. Abizi, we know what he's going to be looking for. Well, maybe a better stun.
Okay, well, first blood.
Okay, and then they get aggressive.
That behind the Jetty, this could be how you win the defense. Don't even let them get this thing planted. Get the kills beforehand. Don't bring it to that. Mac with another. Cutting them apart is gonna be back-to-back flawless rounds. It is Surge. No bomb plants on our watch in that one. They go up 3-2.
Yeah,
what did they change?
Sib gets that first blood, and then Pred just takes that risk. That's what we've kind of been seeing right outside of field. You take that locker's door, and you just take the chance, right? To just go right in between that offensive team. You know they're trying to work top bar, bottom bar, get into that A bomb site. It's what BC did last round.
And sometimes like, with the way Denny works, it's not like superpowers like we've had in the past, but like, you know, back in Infinite Warfare, it was like, who got the better camo use? Who got this? Like, with the way Denny works, sometimes like, who gets more value out of their Denny play? Like, do you get anything from it? And that's usually when you can get a little more aggressive.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of times those lanes are open.
That's how playing Pred, no Denny coming in, because he used it. That's how you get the play done. I guess it kind of is a superpower at this point. You're Nightcrawlers, I don't know.
It's in the shoes, dude.
Yeah.
It's looking like a B hit here for Surge. You see, have a couple of players rotate on over. Celium just trying to get info on by this tent. Age just gonna be a little bit short as he repositions. Really, you have Civ and Pred just making sure there's nothing on the flank. Working that way, maybe a rat back bomb, but it's a BZ just trying to go hunting, trying to find the info to let his team know. Maybe they're wrapped it back, but it's gonna be all on Cell to hold down B, and well, it's gonna be on Simp to hold on A.
What a win this would be for Surge.
What a turnaround already.
After a map 4, if you come out and win this map 5, a thing of heroics, and they're inching closer. Did they lose anyone in that round?
They've given up 1 kill in the last 3 rounds.
There's 1, okay.
1 kill.
I'd say it has not been many. And I was just talking about, like, what do you get out of Denny, right? Craig gets the first blood to open the previous round. Abizi tries to make a play behind his dead silence. Sib's holding, gets nothing. 4 in a row for Sib, 5 for Pred, 3 for Mac. Handling business. This is a massive round now for Faze. You need one.
Just the mental battles on both sides. I mean, for Faze to get back into it, then Surge just fighting their way right back. All the pressure now on Faze, but Abizi ready for the aggression. This is gonna be a fast round.
They wanted to play behind the aggression. Did not work this time.
And we really haven't seen that, right? Just, you know, you make a call, you go for a risk, you're hoping it pays off. But Faze, they slowed things down a little bit, and they just kind of waited.
And like, even though you lose that round, if you're Surge, do you like feel okay about it in just the sense of like, we gave him a different look, we'll keep him guessing a little bit?
Yeah, I think so.
Not every dart you throw is gonna work, but keep them thinking about it.
I mean, it feels like whoever's making those play calls, right, the last 3 rounds before that one, it's been working. Maybe they have something out.
Keep
Yeah.
believing in it, yeah.
Someone's in the shops, yo, dude, let's 3-hit mid. Like, all right, sure.
And I firmly believe, yeah, sometimes those rounds don't work like that. Like, you still like, if you're Bees, like, I can do that again. Do I wait for this push to come through? Maybe you play something a little bit slower. Slasher's gonna get dropped first.
Well, it's a 2-man.
Daddy
inside
pop
of
from
A.
Abizi. Does he get more use out of it this time around?
When I like this, they find the first blood again. It's just slowing down. The timing
Oh my God.
goes his way,
Resets
Mac.
steady. Resets steady.
Oh, really low.
Please! Somehow the kill, Sim! Drop. Trade should be there for Sim. Not gonna be there. He's able to get out. 2 versus 2 now. 50 seconds on the clock. Trying to hunt it down behind the dumpster. And playing his life is Pred. Cell can't get the trade. Pred, a man possessed, able to get away. The re-peek and Chow kills him. I love the pre-fire on the Chubby's not there. 1 versus 1 now. The Iceman versus the nerdiest player ever. 1v1. They live for this.
Maybe the comms off there a little bit from Seattle Surge. I mean, Pred is thinking, let's double chow this, and I don't know, maybe accuracy's comms a little bit different. But Bomb gonna go down. He does not have Deddy.
The bomb play gets him a bit closer, but I mean, it might come into play. Just
Oh,
waiting to
that's
go
the
still.
info. That's the info for Cell. Now he's gonna go hunt. It's just a question of what kind of timing does he get on this reach out.
30 to go.
A lot of time to work with for Celium. Just gonna throw a shoulder. Gonna throw that shoulder, and he knows the pressure is on Celium to have to make the play. Celium!
Oh my God! He hops it, gets off it, the pressure on accuracy to check, and puts him to sleep with the gunny.
And I mean, listen, Cell's been on this stage a lot of the times in situations like that, right? All of Atlanta Faze, and I know what they're thinking. They're hoping that there's not gonna be a peep from anyone. But if he sticks that defuse, it's just a little different, but accuracy has to check it. And he's ready for that reposition.
Yeah, and like, in a 1v1 like this, it's like you have a lot of pros on either side of it. Like, accuracy's won so many of these, but if you told me it's going to a straight up one-on-one fight, Cell. Every time in that fight. 4-4. It has been a game of swings and emotion. And we continue.
And again, they slow things down, just making sure. It really feels like Faze is not allowing those early Deddy plays or early routes to have an effect in their offense. The first 30 seconds, you kind of see it's Mac and Pred inside of A. That sort of two-man game setup. That's what they have the bunk beds for. Just hanging out.
We should have bunk beds. We really should.
There's more room for activities.
Yeah. You see this setup as they wait. Push not going to be there, so now they're going to wrap out. Deddy up for Pred. Some tags in for Sib.
You know Pred wants to go. I was going to say
Nice
Pred
name.
wants to go, you would think, you would assume. Wants to find the first blood, catch that Sim. Resets the Deddy as well with that kill. Now still going hunting. I think, oh, a team kill from Cell. Abizi's trying to get the trade, and all of a sudden, it's a 1 versus 3 for Slasher.
What was that, Clown Fiesta?
Those ladders, they get you.
Yeah, like I think at one point Sib was trying to run away and just got caught on the ladder, or maybe he was thinking ladder first. You know when you're like running and you just get on the ladder in an accident? It
Well, you
all
just
the
kind
time,
of,
like,
well, a lot of times you just jump, right? You jump in that corner, and it just puts you on
it
it.
just puts you on. Like, I don't want to be on the ladder right now.
One more round for Surge, and they will be in the final. On the other side for FaZe, they got to win 2.
Listen, Call of Duty gods above. After that map 4, everyone in attendance deserves a round 11. Will we get there? Or does Surge close it out here?
Well, Surge, it looks like they're going to go around. We'll see. It's going to be on Slasher. Slasher finds a timing. That's going to be the first blood. But look, everybody looking his way now. He has to try to play his life. He gets focused down. So we're quickly into a 3-on-3. Well, Sim,
no!
he's so
Can't get out, Sim! Finishes it! 2 versus 3 now. Daddy available for Sim?
And how many times have we seen a player in this spot? It just feels like you know someone's gonna be there where Pred is looking for Celium. Sim though, he's gonna pop Daddy.
So quiet I can hear the birds.
There we go, Sim's gonna take it down, they find him. All down to Cell.
He had a 1v1 clutch. Could he pull off a 1 versus 3? Plank going down A, no Daddy to work with. Maybe no hope. Steps to his left, steps in the front. People all over, 40 seconds to go. He plays it beautifully though. First one, wins it.
Still some time to work with. He's gonna try to reposition. He's gonna hear that player. Did he spot Sim? He does! He does!
So we saw him, but he drops. And Surge survive. They answer the call. And they take the series. Their hearts were pumping in that one. Woo!
And Sim with 12 in a game 5 against Atlanta Faze, who has not lost a search and destroy at this major. It's the superstars. And Sim and Pred who take over this game.
I thought Cell had that kill. We were going to 1v1.
I did too. It was close.
Once I realized, and that was probably one where he didn't see him, and one of the teammates was like, "Close on, he's playing pro," like type thing, and he chows, gets gunned, can't take it. But I would have been a little nervous that Search fan because Cell's had a lot of those crazy like 1v3, 1v4s at times in the league. But man, a insane map 4 into a wild search and destroy.
I can't believe that series.